guys, Robert here, and welcome to episode 3 of RobGioPrompts, where instead of you guys asking me questions, I ask you questions, and you answer them if you so choose. 2 weeks ago, I asked you guys, what is the genre of content on YouTube that you are typically mixed on? Here are some of your responses. Not gonna lie, I've always been very mixed on gaming content. I used to watch it all the time as a small child, especially Minecraft and Roblox, but nowadays I find gaming content kind of boring and I only really watch Nintendo content occasionally. I prefer more informative and unique videos. I mean, you're not the only one, man. Like, I used to watch gaming content a lot as a kid as well, like especially the ones from popular MMOs and Cobalt Mighty 456 back in the day. But now I kind of like gravitate myself towards, informative content. Most notably music reviewing content like, Duan Yang and Anthony Fantano and all that stuff. Also, while we're on the topic of informative content, special shout out to Searman's Analysis of Dance series, which is basically like, Spectrum Pulse's Billboard Breakdown series, but instead of talking about, the Billboard Hot 100, he's talking about Billboard Hot Dance Charts. But yeah, I still kind of return to gaming content occasionally, but not as often. I mean, I actually still do return to popular MMOs every once in a while, but only like the older content. And I actually do watch Nathaniel Bandy's content on a semi-regular basis as well, so yeah. Reviews. I usually prefer them when they're clearly reflective of the person's opinion on the thing they're reviewing and less saying that the thing is objectively good or bad. The whole objectivity versus subjectivity thing is a complicated topic, but it sometimes rubs me the wrong way because everyone has different interpretations of what makes something good or bad. It's normally why music reviews I gravitate towards more, since music is a more clearly subjective thing. Yeah, I think you make a really great point there. I kind of agree with you on the objectivity versus subjectivity thing, because I also think that music should be viewed in a very subjective way. I don't think it's a good idea to call something objectively good or objectively bad, because I think that's kind of like a not so good way on not just like reviewing music, but reviewing anything in general. And while I do think that reviews, and especially music reviews in general, are like a great form of content, it could also be polarizing at the same time when like you have an opinion different than everyone else's. I think if there's one thing to take away from this part of the video, it's that you should not let, say, other people's ratings influence your opinion. Like when you're listening to something, like an album, or when you're watching something, I think it should be best to just, form your own opinion. Because at the end of the day, music is indeed a subjective thing. At least to me, and maybe a lot of other people anyway.
Don't worry, it's okay to agree or disagree with someone, but of course I didn't mention it because I'm a dumbass.
The content I'm most mixed on is the majority of the content that's been cranked out on the platform now. It's either being so derivative to Mr. Beast's format of content, lazily created whilst the hopefully well-paid editors do a large sum of the work, or lacking any personality at all. It's more of a cash cow, this platform, other than a passion project for some bunch of corporate bollocks, ha ha ha. Yeah, I mean, you do make a great point there. Like, I'm pretty sure there are plenty of YouTubers on the platform now that make content very similar to Mr. Beast. And my opinion on the matter is, I just rather watch, Mr. Beast content. Like, come on, guys, at least make something original. And while we're on the topic of, like unoriginal and soulless content, I think content, from people like Darman and also these fake animated story time, channels, like, I think they make content that is like soulless, not to mention bogus too. Especially with Darman in particular, who has been, exposed by his own actors, for not treating them very well, so, yikes. I'm not really a big fan of live streams and podcasts, I guess. Most live streams are boring / tiring to watch on one sitting. I might get used to podcasts, but it's also boring to hear 2 or more people talk on a certain amount of time. Yeah, I mean, I also really don't watch a lot of live streams, but I do happen to watch Copper Cab's live streams on occasion. Just because how funny it is seeing Copper Cab himself being trolled by his own chat.
I am trying to talk. I would shut the fuck up.
And as for podcasts, I usually really don't listen to a lot of podcasts. I think the only series of podcasts that I found interesting were the podcasts from Mr. Bill. But other than that, I'd rather just watch interviews than listen to podcasts. I mean, that's just my opinion anyway. Creepy stuff. There's some stuff I like, but some stuff I don't like. Yeah, I kind of agree with you here on this one. Like when it comes to creepypastas, there are some that kind of like reel you in the moment, like, you know, Squidward's suicide, for instance. But at the same time, I think there are some creepy videos out there that kind of don't pull off that scary energy that they're like going for. Like, you know, they're just here for a cheap jump scare and that's it. Memes. Sometimes they're funny, but sometimes they're just not. Yeah, that is 100% true. Like, there are some memes that just never get old, like they stand the test of time, like the John Cena memes, and like I think the living on the prayer meme too is like, it never gets old for me. And let's not forget about the number 2 meme as well. But unfortunately, there are some memes that are just bound to get stale and old really quickly. Case in point, eat a 2-week-old unrefrigerated pie. Dumb ways to die. Yeah, I see those dumb ways to die TikToks all the time. Just really because I've been using TikTok a lot. Don't at me for this. And yeah, we're actually already out of responses. And even though like plenty of people commented on the last video in response to this prompt, I really just only picked, you know, a few comments that I thought were like the best ones for me to respond to. And I think this might even wind up becoming either just a bit longer or maybe even shorter than the last episode as well. But again, we'll just have to see when I edit the video. But I have one question for you. What are some artists that you would like to see me cover for RobGio Mega Collabs in the future? Feel free to leave your creative responses in the comments below and I'll pick the best ones for the next episode of RobGioPrompts. But yeah, we've made it to the end of the video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, give it a like, share this one with your friends if you want to, and leave a comment down below. And as always, don't forget to subscribe as we're on the road to 8,000 subscribers. That's pretty much it, guys. Thank you for watching, and as always, I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye, guys!